Vast have created something called the bullet spray generator, and it's quite easy. But first, I'd like to give a shout out to the guy that made this spreadsheet thing. I don't know who that is. Anyway, so I'm getting all my data from that. You can select. Let's look at the VS LMG. Let's look at the Orion. You can choose lots of different setups to get a bullet distribution on here. This is just a basic setup right now. I haven't gotten around to heat maps or any reference targets or anything like that. And you can't choose anything other than uniform distribution of bullets right now. I haven't implemented Gaussian or Poisson. You can choose an engagement distance. We'll leave that at 30 meters. So let's look at what the Orion looks like at 30 meters, standing, aim down sights, unmoving, going full auto. Generate, and that's with no compensation. Goes right off the screen. I have the axes locked to 8 meters by 8 meters, so your standard target's going to go from about 0 meters up to about 2 meters. So you're going to hit, a few shots. And you'll notice if I generate this, the pattern will be a little different depending on how the random variables work out. So let's see what recoil compensation does. Bam! That's a lot better. So this is, I sort of made up my own sort of AI for compensating for recoil. And let's see what, let's turn off recoil compensation. Let's do semi-auto. Oh, these are mislabeled. Or no, this is semi-auto, yeah. Bam, 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 you get these 3 dots here. Yep. And if you do burst, you get a lot better grouping, and you get this sort of distribution here. Now if we turn on recoil compensation for burst, you get a little better, you get a lot better vertical and a little worse. Now this is just at 30 meters. So if we extended the range to 100 meters and did burst, so that's at 100 meters. Your average target isn't going to be this wide. But if we did full auto with recoil compensation, man, that is all over the place. The circle represents the cone of fire, and the X represents the center of the crosshair. Let's try it with a different weapon, like the flare. And something that I'm planning on adding later is being able to compare 2 different weapons on here at the same time. That's pretty easy. I just have to add a button for it, like to lock things onto the thing. So standing, aim down sight, flare, 100 meters with recoil compensation, full auto. Whoa! Yeah, you don't want to do that. How about crouched, aim down sight, unmoving? Yeah, still not very good. How about a burst fire? That's a bit better. I think I think my recoil compensation algorithm isn't quite the best for burst modes, or maybe even semi-auto modes. Well, actually, semi-auto is okay. But and let's look at the NC. Let's look at the SAW. Full auto, no recoil compensation. Whoa! And somehow it came back onto the screen. And with recoil compensation, a lot of kick to that thing. Anyway, that's just a little preview of how this program works right now. I'm working on it still.